Hey guys, how's it going? It's Blaze, back with some more One Piece TCG content for y'all. Today I want to get into some gameplay on one of my favorite decks, that being the EBO2 GP Luffy deck. It just recently got some support from the Heroine battles, and I want to give it another shot, so let's get into it. Here I've got my deck list. Obviously, for those who aren't familiar, this is GP Luffy, green-purple. It's a 5k 4-life leader with active main once per turn, Don -2. If you only have Straw Hat Crew type characters, you may set up to 2 of your rested Don as active, and then the leader gains plus 1000 power until the end of your opponent's next turn. So this is a very, very strong ability. If we pair it with, obviously, our Sanji Pudding, kind of our main engine card here. 5 costs 7k, your turn, once per turn when 2 or more Dawn are returned to your Dawn deck, set up to 1 Dawn from your Dawn deck as active. On play, if the number of Dawn cards in your field is equal to or less than the number on your opponent's field, draw 1 card. So obviously every time we return 2 off this, we activate this effect, getting an extra 1 back. We've got our searchers here, multiple Nami searchers. We've also got the Zorojuro, 4 cost 6k searcher, searching out purple Straw Hats, as well as 2 copies of the When You're at Sea You Fight Pirates searcher event. We've got the 6 cost rush double attack EBO2 Luffy, Sanji 2k blocker, which has when you have 2 or more fewer Dawn cards than your opponent, this card costs 3 less in your hand. And we also do run 2 of the Luffy Taro 7 drop 8k with on play Dawn -1. You may play up to 1 purple Straw Hat card which costs 5 or less. This is really just a combo out with this, so at 7 Dawn we can go down 1 to get a 7k and an 8k body, and then immediately hit that restand to get some Dawn back. So we also are running 2 of the Dead Man's Game. You may rest 3 of your Dawn cards, rest up to a total of 2 of your opponent's character or Dawn cards. Counter up to 1 of your leader gains plus 3 power. This is basically a Hody Jones event. And then the Divine Departure, which is effectively a Gum Gum Jet Gatling with a Gamma Knife attached to it. You rest 5 of your Dawn cards. If you have any given Dawn cards, give up to 1 of your opponent's characters minus 8,000 during the turn. And counter 0. You may trash 1 card from your hand up to 1 of your leader characters gets plus 3k power during this turn. We also run 4 of the Gum Gum Giant. Dawn -2, you may trash 1 from your hand. If your leader has Straw Hat type, give up to one of your leader characters plus 4k power, then draw 2 cards. And the Thunder Bagua, 2 cost counter event. Your leader up to 1 of your characters gains plus 4k. Then if you have 2 or less life cards, add 1 Dawn. So the ability to ramp off this is very nice. And obviously the 2k Usohachi here on play. If you have 8 or more Dawn, rest up to 1 of your opponent's characters that cost 5 or less. The new stuff that we're really running in this deck would be OP13 Sanji, 5 drop 7k with on play, set up to 2 of your Dawn cards as active, and then end of your turn, if your leader has the Film or Straw Hat Crew type, set up to 1 of your Dawn as active. This synergizes really well with the deck, just restanding Dawn to be able to use for events and whatnot. Obviously, then we have the Nami from OP14, which is a pretty incredible card, being a 4 drop 2k blocker with on play, rest up to 2 of your opponent's characters with cost of 8 or less, then set up to 5 of your Dawn cards as active at the end of the turn. Pretty insane. And then the final piece that kind of makes this deck playable again in a format where, you know, removal from Emu particularly is so prevalent would be this 3 drop Nico Robin promo from the Heroine battles. 3 drop 4k with once per turn. If your Straw Hat Crew type character would be removed from the field by your opponent's effect, you may rest 1 of your Dawn cards instead. So this kind of brings the deck back a little bit. We'll see how it does, but yeah, this is like the general list I'm running here. So let's get into some games. We are up against Purple, Yellow, Rosinante. We do have a Searcher, but I really don't like opening on any of the rest of these cards, so I am going to go ahead and mull. And this isn't much better, but hopefully we find something off of this. Not really. Yeah, these are pretty iffy choices here, to be honest. I guess we take a Rush Luffy off of that. Yeah, I think we just take this one. Oh, I just realized I've had desktop audio muted. Oops. Alright, let's just go ahead and search again and hope for the best. Okay, we do find a Zorojuro. Still not really finding the targets we're looking for, though, unfortunately. But I am just going to go ahead and swing 7 at his face, which I'm sure he'll take. Yep. Alright, returning a 5. We definitely don't need 2 of these, so I'm just going to go ahead and drop those. And then we do kind of have... well, I don't think we really want to drop the Usohachi. I'm going to go ahead and counter out with a Sanji 2K here. We do go up to 6 Don. Unfortunately, we do not have our Sanji putting on curve. It would have been better to take the Luffy Taro on that last search, but we kind of are where we're at. So I think what we want to do now, I guess we just swing into the law here. Alright, so he's going to go ahead and choose to just take the life to defend the law. Still got the sugar out. We can swing into this with both of our searchers. That is a good thing about having 2 searchers established here. More Virgos coming out. This guy loves Virgo. I think we can pitch another Robin. Yeah, we will just pitch our 2K. Because we're going to take this swing from Virgo pretty much no matter what. Alright, we can finally get our leader effect rolling now. And we'll start swinging into the sugar here. Definitely need to get rid of that. Yep. I guess the move is like keep swinging 6K at this law. Got 2 6K swings. Yeah, we'll just keep trying to attack his hand. Yep, and then we'll drop this other Zorojuro here and search out another Sanji pudding there. And then we'll just go ahead and pass with 2 Dawn up for our Gum Gum Giants here. Or the potential to get a possible Thunder Bagua off of life, maybe, if they do swing into our life. So they are going to swing into our life. I think we're going to go ahead and drop a Gum Gum Giant. Get rid of one of these Namis and counter out. Draw 2 cards. The advantage of Gum Gum Giant letting us cycle 2 is we do now have this Dead Man's Game in our hand, which is potentially quite helpful. Alright, we do get swung at for another 8K here. We could use Dead Man's Game to counter, but we kind of want to be able to tap their blockers down in the future. So I am going to go ahead and actually just take this life. Not really what we were looking for, but it is what it is. We obviously expect them to swing at the Zorojuro next, so we can be pretty confident we're not going to have to counter out down to 0. Or we're not going to have to counter. Now they did minus our Zorojuro here, so we can feel pretty confident they're going to swing into this. So ideally that should mean we don't really have to worry too much about countering out of having to go down to 0 life here. Okay, so they are going to dawn up on a Searcher and swing into our Zorojuro here. Obviously, we can't really counter out of this because we have to keep something up to prevent from going down to 0 life. So we do let this one go. Gonna swing 6k at us. We don't really want to let the Nami go, but unfortunately we didn't like draw into anything with a 1k on it. We got 2 bricks, so we are actually going to drop this DMG to counter out of that. And then they're going to try to force out this Nami here, which is pretty unfortunate. We really don't want to go to 0, so we are going to give it to them, sadly. But we are in a position where we can now get the full effect of our leader Don re-ramping here, which is nice at least. And we can also go ahead and establish one of these Sanjis. So we've got some Don to work with. I think here we still just keep trying to swing it board. Obviously they can just take life to get out of it, but we don't really have too much of a choice. We'll swing in that Searcher. Probably play another Searcher over that. Try to grab... Well, we grab a Giant here. We're at 7. Yeah, I think we got to go Giant and just hope we cycle into something and keep swinging at this board. It's going to take life off the board. And we'll just, yeah, keep swinging 6k. Just keep swinging into the 6k. All right, he does play the event there. We do get to restand 3 here. I guess we could have gone 8 there, but what does this do? This is plus 2k. Oh, yeah, so swinging 8 would have been better, actually. I am still getting used to this new list, not gonna lie. Alright, so he is gonna swing into our Sanji pudding here. We'll just go ahead and let that one go. 2 blockers up at 1 life. We really wish we had the Nami right now, but we would just be dead if we didn't counter out of that. So it is what it is. We are going to Gum Giant out of this. We'll toss this Sanji, cycle into... There we go. We need this Bagua right now. We definitely need this Bagua. So I think we probably just have to let this go so that we can Bagua out of the next life swing here. Which, yes, we do end up going Bagua for that. And then we do have to take this one. So we're in Rush Luffy territory here. See, this is where we really wish we could tap their stuff, but we can't, so we just gotta kind of send it here. So we got 3 Dons to work with, and then we have 2 for the restand. We go 6, 8, 8, 8, 8. Probably the move. Oh, wait. What am I doing? 7, 8. Well, whatever. Okay, so it's 7, 7, 8, 8, 8. Lucky trigger there. And we get it. Okay. Wow. So they were pretty bricked up here. Not bad. Okay. We ended up not needing the tap down after all. Yeah. Rush Luffy double swing, you know. It's pretty strong when you get it at the right time. Alright, we're playing into Blue Kuzan for this match. Going second, I really do want a turn 1 search, but that maybe feels greedy. We're going to mulligan, and yeah, I am happier with this. Not a great matchup for us, I don't believe, but we'll see how this goes. So, we'll drop the Nami. We're going to end up bottom decking both of our Luffy Taros, but I definitely think we take the Sanji Pudding over the Luffy Taro in that situation. Because we really do want to see that card on curve. For sure. Alright. I guess they are trying to starve us, so that's fine. We'll just swing at them. We do have our DMG in hand, which is great. Let's go ahead and grab Usohachi, and we'll pass turn there. Alright, so they're just going to swing 5 at us now. We'll go ahead and take that. And yeah, I think I'm fine ramping off the trigger here, actually. Thunder Bagwa's first life, I mean, yeah, that's really not bad. They are going to Isho us and force us to bottom deck 2. I think we're gonna go with, not ideal, but let's go with the Usohachi because they know we have it, and then we'll also bottom deck the Rush Luffy. This card is super annoying. Alright, our turn. So we do draw another Luffy here. That's kind of what I was hoping would happen, since we only saw one of those so far. We're going to go Sanji Pudding into our restand, playing out another Zorojuro, and we'll grab back a Sanji blocker. So we kind of end up in a similar position to where we were at, like, before we had to bottom deck those two in terms of having both the Rush Luffy and the counter 2K in our hand. And then I think we swing 6 twice to just try to get 2Ks out of their hand. Yep. All right, we will drop a 2K to keep this Zorojuro on the board. And then we get Grav Bladed, which sucks, but it also means that they can't really do anything else this turn. Swing 5 into 6 there obviously does nothing to me. We do draw into another Searcher event, so we can get another Sanji Pudding out on the board. Go into our restand. And then, you know, do we swing? I think we just swing probably 2 8s into this Isho, I guess. I don't know if we really care that much about board, though. We probably just want to start getting aggressive on life, honestly. And we'll just go like 7 8, I guess. Alright, and then we'll pass turn. Round 2 life, massive hand. Obviously 8 cards in hand, you know, is pretty scary. Alright, they cycle and swing into our board. We do unfortunately have to let this go, I believe. We do get hit with the Garp combo here. Into the Kuzan. Which does make life difficult. That being said, they have no Dawn up, so it might actually not be a bad time to drop a Rush Luffy and just pressure their life as heavily as possible. Because they don't have any blockers up at the moment. I think that is exactly what I'll do. And we just leave one up for a Gum Gum Giant. Go 799. They kind of have to worry about that. Do we swing 9 into their 7 here? I think we do. I think we swing this 9 into their 7. They either got to give up one more swing, which makes us a little bit less worried, or they have to take 2 more cards out of hand. Which lets us potentially lethal out next turn. Thinking very hard about what they want to do here. Alright, they do let that one go. And then we will swing into their life. Alright, got one up for Giant. We do really want to keep this Rush Luffy up on the board. They really don't want to let us swing twice with that thing again. So I suspect they're probably going to swing into it to try to remove it. Or we get hit with like another Kuzan. In that case, I think we pretty much discard everything defending it, because we do really want to swing twice at him. But, you know, if we don't get to keep it up, we do have Searchers. So maybe we can either find another one or just Dawn up and swing really big twice, using DMG to tap down their Dawn if they keep Dawn up. Alright, so they are going to swing at us for 9k into 7. We'll go ahead and 2k, 1k out of that. And they're going to swing 9 again. We will go Gum Gum Giant on that and toss our Searcher. Cycle 2. Okay, Nami's not a bad one to have up here if they do decide to block her up. Nami and DMG in hand is not bad. Okay, and that forces them to use pretty much their whole turn just on the Luffy. Now, do we take this? I think we just take this and use trigger effect just to get some more Dawn next turn. One Dawn up. So they definitely have lethal on us next turn. But I suppose we could drop this Nami if we need to. My feeling here is like we probably just... I think we probably just DMG their one Dawn, restand and swing big at him. I guess we can swing at their Searcher too. See if they give us a card for it. Oh well. And then what's the swing math here? Probably 9, 10. Yeah. Are you going to counter it or are you not going to counter it? Come on. Well, that was a very, very ideal trigger for them. So there's a pretty good chance they get out of this. Yep. Unfortunate. Wow. Very, very lucky there. Okay, I'm not waiting around for this anymore, so I'm going to concede this. What else did they have? They had another 2k. Like, yeah, they had plenty of counter. It's ace again. Alright, we're going to go ahead and search out... Ooh, bottom decking 2 Sanji Puddings is rough. I guess we do just take this one. Set up a Nico Robin next turn. And... yeah, it's about the best we can try to do, honestly. take this hit. Actually, you know what? We can trigger this to be able to drop Sanji Pudding immediately, which is really not bad. So we'll do that. We'll do the restand. And I think... yeah, let's go ahead and just swing 6 and just set up a Nico Robin, actually. Alright. He is going to take that life, unfortunately, making the hand size very, very large. But we'll see where it goes from here. Swinging 7 at us. We are going to take this. That's not a problem. Setting up a Marco. Not great, but, you know, we'll deal with it. I kind of think the move here might be to, like, go Nami into tapping this down. Swing just over the Marco directly at life a couple times. And then, you know, Dawn up so that we have Bagua up here. So we're just going to do that. Do a restand. Now, we do have the ability to now, we're at 5 there. Well, doesn't really give us much to work with, actually. I guess we'd go 6, 6, 7, set this up, restand the 3. That might be the best move. Swing at their searcher. Just because why not, you know? Go 7, just keep taxing hand. Set this up and turn with these 3 restood. So now when they swing into us, we can Thunder Bagua up to 6 going into next turn with 8 Dawn. We'll let that Robin go. That's really not a problem. And then we'll go ahead and Bagua up. This allows us to drop our Rusher Luffy a little earlier than we normally would and just put a lot of aggression down on him. So here we get the opportunity to go, what do we do? Probably swing 6, 8, 8. What are they at 7? We can't, oh no, we're at 7 too. I guess we could leave the Dawn up to play a Sanji blocker, but do we really like care to is the thing. I think we start off with a 6. And then just go, yeah, I think 6, 8, 8 makes sense. Just be real aggressive. Try to blitz play, get him down to 0 quick. Or hand tax like crazy. Yep. They are going to cheat out the Whitebeard, which is fine with us because we're sitting on a DMG in hand right now. I think we can probably just Divine Departure out of this. And then they've got 2 more potential swings. They are going to swing on life. We just take this one and then block out of the next one. Okay, they're not even going to bother swinging into our blocker. That's fine. We just go ahead and get rid of their blockers. Restand. And then again, it's just going to be 6, probably 6, 8, 10, 10. Yeah. I think that makes sense. I do believe that is GG. All right, well, there you go. All right, guys, well, that's about it for me today. Let me know what you think of the video and what you think of the list down in the comments below. Again, as always, I am doing a giveaway once I hit 1,000 subscribers. You can be entered in that by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and commenting down below. It is going to be for an alt art OP13 a Sabo Luffy card. So if you want to enter that, follow those steps. But yeah, so what are you guys thinking about GP Luffy? I mean, I think the deck is a lot of fun. It's definitely one of my favorite decks that has been, you know, meta relevant overall over the course of the game. And I definitely think it's still less relevant, of course, nowhere close to what it was in its glory days, but it does seem at least somewhat more viable now. So are you going to be playing it again at any of your locals? And if not, what deck are you thinking about playing into the next EB03 format outside of the heroine battles, I suppose? Also, yeah, how are you doing at the heroine battles? I managed to top at one of them, bubbled out of the other one. I was X1 in the one where I bubbled out, but unfortunately I got dropped down to 5th due to bad tiebreakers. You know how it goes, is what it is. But yeah, I've been really enjoying the heroine battle format. It's been pretty fun. So let me know what y'all think, and until next time, peace.